Hey guys, so what I want to talk about today is this kind of like I don't know if it's like a mysterious category of products, but I think it's a really misunderstood category of products, and that's facial oils. I think we're all conditioned by beauty companies and conventional skincare messaging to think that moisturizers are essentially white creams that come in jars. Okay, so this one's not white, this one's yellow, but moisturizers come in jars. Sometimes they come in airless pumps. Thank you, Stubborn Cosmetics. There's an example of kind of a white, silky moisturizer, right? They even come in tubes. Thank you, Inky List. Hemp oil, cream, awesome formula. But so, like, those are moisturizers, right? They're creams. Everybody thinks of a moisturizer as a cream. But, like, over the course of my own personal Skincarma journey in the last 2 years or so, I've begun to understand the role of moisturizers. And when I think about moisturizers, I think about oils. I think about non-fragrant plant oils like squalane and jojoba and grapeseed and shea and baraja. Is that how you pronounce that? Maracuja. I could go on and on. Macadamia nut, sunflower seed. Those are all non-fragrant plant oils, and non-fragrant plant oils are moisturizers, right? They infuse the skin with oil-based moisture, and they act occlusively by residing in the top layers of the skin and creating a barrier against moisture and water loss through your skin. They block the evaporation of the ingredients that your skin needs to stay healthy. And so, yes, you can get that from a moisturizer. This particularly well-formulated, surprisingly well-formulated moisturizer that I talked about a couple weeks ago, or actually a week ago, time flies. It contains several non-fragrant plant oils that are skin replenishing. The same with this one from Stubborn, my customized face moisturizer made for me. This product contains like 87,000 non-fragrant plant oils that are super replenishing and nourishing for the skin. But you know what else contains non-fragrant plant oils that are super replenishing and nourishing for skin? Facial oils do. Facial oils are moisturizers, guys. They're just a different form of moisturizer. And I think this is why, one of the reasons why they're misunderstood. The other reason they're misunderstood is because perhaps the first facial oils to the market tended to be very heavy, very thick, and tended to clog skin. If used in moderation, there's no reason why any skincare product would clog your skin. And if used in conjunction with niacinamide, which I use to keep my pores clear, they shouldn't be clogging your skin. Nothing should be clogging your skin. So I just wanted to talk quickly about these terrific facial oil options. Facial oils are particularly effective in cold weather. In the winter months, like I'm experiencing right now in New York City. And the reason they're so effective is because they're able to grip the skin, coat the skin, and prevent evaporation. And they themselves, the ingredients in facial oils themselves don't quickly evaporate because they're so heavy, right? They're so heavy on the skin that they stay on the skin. And that's kind of what you want in the winter. The last thing you want is to not have sufficient coating in the top layer of your skin of oil. that will prevent the dry air around you from sucking the life out of you, from sucking the moisture and more importantly, the water-based hydration that resides deeper in the skin's layers. So consider that facial oils have a role to play. They're not sinister. They're not they're not intended, nor do they clog the skin. So I just want to quickly take you through 4 really great facial oil options that I've discovered over the last several weeks. The first is by Laneige. This product is called the Waterbank Dual Layer Face Oil. It has, like all of Laneige's products, it has a water complex. In this case, a mineral water complex. I forgot what the name of it is. Hydroionized mineral water. So you see there's a dual layer. There's the water layer and then the oil layer. Why are minerals important for the skin? First of all, they exist in the skin already. Anything that already exists in your skin, if it's applied to your skin, is going to work more effectively than ingredients that aren't already in your skin. They're not skin compatible. But minerals have the added benefit of regulating the disbursement of water in your skin so that you don't have areas of dehydration. If you're using a serum or moisturizer or facial oil with minerals in it, you're going to have a much better balance of hydration throughout your entire face. So hydroionized mineral water, excellent feature of this formula. It also has what Laneige calls moisture roof, which cracks me up, moisture roof. So I'm assuming what they mean by a roof is that it creates a barrier on top of your skin to prevent that water loss, that moisture and water loss that I'm talking about. But I think that's kind of hilarious, moisture roof. The texture of this is quite light, which makes it a superb option for oilier skin types in cold weather. Actually, I should have shaken it up to just blend the two. So you see it's super runny and it has the consistency of a serum more so than a conventional facial oil. I love the smell of it. It's super fresh. So you see it's not very oily at all. So it performs the task of an oil to give you a degree of occlusivity or occlusiveness. And it also doesn't have, so I think a lot of people don't care much for facial oils because they leave that bright kind of oily reflectiveness, that kind of greasy sometimes sheen to the skin, and this doesn't really do that. You see, there isn't much difference here. So you're going to get that same effect, but this is just a super lightweight formula, and it's terrific for oilier skin types. It's great for all skin types. It may not be enough moisture if you're super dry, but if your combination normal and particularly oil, this product is outstanding. So check that out. That's the Laneige, again, dual layer face oil, and I'll drop links into the comments. The second product I want to talk about, I actually discovered this product when it first launched. I don't even know, maybe 7-8 months ago. This one's called Bee Oil, The Ordinary's Bee Oil Daily Support Formula. And what I've grown to appreciate most about this product is its outstanding skin soothing benefits. So if you have super irritated skin, if you have reactive skin, if you have those tiny little bumps that can occur that look a bit like a rash, I get that on my forehead sometimes when my skin becomes particularly sensitized. Any of that, any dry, like probably eczema type skin, I would imagine this would be good for. This can be a go-to for you. It's an incredible blend of non-fragrant plant oils. Among them, squalane. I'm looking at all these Latin terms here and trying to translate them as I go. Argan oil, borragia oil. Again, I don't know how to pronounce that. Rosehip oil. So this is actually a blend. So if you know The Ordinary, they have all these single note oils, right? There is a squalane oil. There is a borragia seed oil. There is a chia seed oil. And that's just 100% pure chia seed. And that's great. But this product blends like 6 or 7 of those oils into one. They're all skin replenishing. None of them have fragrant components, which are terrible for your skin. But what's interesting about this product is it contains 2 other ingredients, a particular algae extract called Isochrysis galbana, which is a proven anti-inflammatory, and it contains bisabolol. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I should know how to pronounce it by now. Bisabolol is the active component of chamomile, and we all know that chamomile is a terrific skin soother, right? People drink chamomile when they want to calm down before bed, and chamomile extract, and particularly bisabolol, have long been relied on in traditional medicine for soothing irritated, sensitized, distressed skin. So this is a terrific option. I use this quite often. I have less than half of it left. And of course, because it's The Ordinary, it's super, super inexpensive. This product is, drumroll please, $9.20. This is gonna last you all winter. A couple drops of this and you're good. You see, it's got a really rich kind of neon green hue to it. That's due to the high level of algae extract. This product is substantially thicker and more emollient than the Laneige, as you can see. It smells like fresh botanicals. Everything's going on the neck. Excellent formula. I've really grown to rely on this product. So, particularly when I am experiencing irritation or sensitivity on my forehead. This stuff is great. Check that out. Terrific price point. Really a perfect formula. The next is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cannabis and Oat Dry Oil. And this product has only been on the market for about 3 weeks. So at the beginning of the year, you probably know, if you've been following me, that these cannabis sativa seed products, hemp oil products, have hit the market like with a boom. They're all of a sudden everywhere. This was not one of the first. This is not one of the first to launch at Sephora in that first week of January, but it's available at Sephora now. I don't know what the delay was about, but it was definitely worth the wait. So this one's a dry oil. If you're familiar with oils at all, you know that a dry oil goes on dry, or it dries down. You see that? There's very little sheen left compared to The Ordinary oil, which is much richer. So similar to The Ordinary oil, in fact, this one is targeted at irritation, distressed skin, inflamed skin. And what's interesting about this product is, while First Aid Beauty would love us all to believe that the ingredient that is calming skin down is the cannabis sativa seed oil, I tend to disagree with that. The ingredient that's calming skin down and that's working as a drug on super dry, maybe even eczema prone skin. Like, to me, that would be the outer bounds, right? The most extreme. The ingredient that's treating that is colloidal oatmeal. So colloidal oatmeal, as unsexy as it sounds, colloidal oatmeal is really terrific at treating, curing, really. It's almost a drug. Dry skin, and in particular, really uncomfortably dry skin, that skin that tends to flake and itch. It's been used for decades, if not longer. Hundreds of years, let's say, colloidal oatmeal. When I worked at Kiehl's, we used to get letters, customer letters, and many of them were handwritten, thanking us, calling us out for our deluxe body lotions with aloe vera and oatmeal. And I remember this one particular letter from a woman here in the United States whose grandmother was bedridden, and she had really bad eczema on her legs. And the only thing that ever really treated and cured the eczema on her legs, that relieved the itchiness and the flakiness, was the Kiehl's Deluxe Hand and Body Lotions with aloe vera and oatmeal. And honestly, it was the oatmeal in those formulas. It is the oatmeal in those formulas, and it's the oatmeal in this formula that is so effective at treating dryness and irritated skin irritated due to dryness. This is a great formula. If you don't want that super bright, I prefer it, healthy looking, oily glow, this is the one for you. I love it. I love this formula. I got my hands on it 3 weeks ago, and I love it. And last is the KPS Superfood Elixir. Superfoods are super hot right now, right? That Elemis brand is like the Elemis spa brand, esthetician brand out of the UK, has an entire range of superfood products. So this Superfood Elixir, interestingly, only contains 8 ingredients. And 4 of them, I believe, are what are considered superfoods. And the others are anti-inflammatories. Turmeric root, terrific anti-inflammatory, antioxidant. So what are the 8 ingredients in here? Sweet almond oil, argan kernel oil, coconut oil, olive fruit oil, cacao powder, turmeric root powder, rosehip fruit powder, and nutmeg. This stuff is great. This of the 4 is the richest of the oils. I've talked about KPS before. I wrote about this particular product about, I don't know, maybe a week and a half ago. I wrote about KPS on my blog. You might want to check that out. It's a terrific brand, founded by an oncology esthetician and a rocket scientist, and their formulas are outstanding. So this product is the richest of all of the oils. I don't even have any space left. It literally has the consistency of olive oil. It looks like olive oil, and it feels like olive oil. It's super thick. This product is terrific at night to function as a sleeping mask. In place of a sleeping mask, in lieu of a sleeping mask, I'm always either using a sleeping mask at night, particularly in winter, or I'm using a facial oil like this one. It's really thick, and I wake up in the morning still like bright and healthy and glowing, instead of dehydrated and ashy and, drained. This formula is great. In fact, I would say this formula is literally perfect. There's nothing in here that doesn't belong in this formula. Nothing, not a single ingredient. Again, there's only 8 ingredients, and I just listed them for you. Terrific option, particularly of all four. This is the one if you are dry. If you're normally dry, you know, during the year, in winter, you're like next level dry. I know. I can often experience that in my cheeks. But if you're super dry, this is the product. This is the product you want. Near perfect. No, perfect. It's perfect. Again, there's nothing in here that I would remove. If I were going to create a Skincarma skincare brand and that included a facial oil, this is the kind of oil I would want to make. So that's it, guys. 4 options for different types of skin, but they're all moisturizers. They're just not moisturizers in jars or tubes. They're not white creams. Check them out. If you're not using a facial oil, winter, cold weather is the perfect time for you to be doing that. All right? I will catch you guys later.